Welcome to the Awakened Healer podcast. I'm your host, Mary Beth van der Linden. I'm an ordained Christian minister, international intuitive healer, healer trainer, speaker, and retreat facilitator. On the Awakened Healer podcast, myself and a wide variety of fascinating guests will share our gifts and divine experiences. I won't shy away from diving deep and asking big questions during these conversations. In turn, we will open up and share our deepest thoughts on spirituality, angels, intuitive development, crystals, healing of all kinds, and how bridging ancient wisdom with modern science can bring you to a deep and profound healing in every area of your life. Welcome to another episode of Awakened Healer. I'm your host, Mary Beth van der Linden. Thank you for joining me today. I know one of the main questions I get is, what on earth is going on? People are experiencing so many symptoms they can't help but notice. This past year has been a total whirlwind of crazy energy between the full moons, the new moons, eclipses, something or many things all at the same time, always being in retrograde, and the meteor showers. So all of these different energies affect us. Every one of us, including our pets. So you may have noticed your pets are struggling or having issues they've never had before. And you can thank all these energies that have been coming in. I am beyond grateful for my daily practices and my toolkit full of practices and processes that I've learned throughout the years that have allowed me to bring my vibration back to center amidst all this increased energy that's buzzing around us. And so we're going to talk about this today. Some of what I'm going to discuss today may seem a bit woo-woo, but it's actually scientifically proven and an aspect of quantum physics. And don't get all put off by that or nervous like, oh, quantum physics, that sounds complicated. We're going to keep it really simple. The entire universe is made up of vibrational frequencies or energy, okay? So everything is energy. That is scientifically proven. From the things you eat, to the thoughts you think, to the words you speak, to every cell in your body, to a leaf that's fallen from a tree outside. All of it is made up of energy that vibrates. Everything has its own frequency. But new frequencies are coming in all the time that have never been here before. So there have been countless studies that demonstrate that our intentions, our thoughts, words that we speak can physically alter the world around us by altering the frequency or the energy of it. Our thoughts, words, and intentions have vibrational energy just like everything else, and that energy is extremely powerful, okay? So you just really want to watch, what is it that you're speaking out? What is it that you're thinking about? What are you listening to? What are you watching? All of these things affect you and your vibration. And so some of the things that will cause a low vibration, fear and worry. Worry is basically like negative prayer. You're calling in what you don't want. And so worrying is actually hurting you or whoever you're worrying about. And shame about the past or holding on to the past in some way, that lowers your vibration. Limiting or false beliefs like scarcity or victim mentality. Criticism or judgment, whether it's for yourself or for others. Feelings of unworthiness, guilt, negative thinking, lack of trust in yourself. All these things lower your vibration, and whatever frequency or vibration you're at, that is what you're going to attract. And so you want to switch that up and think about things that you really want in your life. Speak out things that you really want to draw into your life. Look at these limiting beliefs and, turn them around to beliefs. I'm trying to think of a good one is like everybody, their favorite thing is, well, I can't. I don't know how to do that. Well, you want to switch it to, well, I can. If somebody else can do it, I can do it. Things like that make a huge difference. The most common issue that keeps vibration low is focusing on what we do not want. Consciously and unconsciously imagining negative outcomes and undesirable experience. This includes past, present, and future. People are like, future? Yeah, if we're thinking about the future in a negative way, say, for example, you're thinking like, oh, I'm never going to get, a job that pays well. And that keeps running through your head. Well, that's what you're going to manifest. When a problem or even a potential problem arises, it's human nature to focus on that problem, but you have to snap out of it and bring yourself out of that mode. Our vibration cannot be any higher than the source of our focus. If you are like most people, when they have a problem or an issue, they like to talk about it and talk about it to everybody they can find that will listen. And so they'll just keep repeating and repeating and repeating what they're going through, or, what's painful in their body, or what sickness or issue they have. And you'll hear them just going from person to person to person. They want to make sure everybody is commiserating with them, but they're doing themselves a disservice instead of saying, I don't receive that. Like, I don't receive that pain. I don't receive that illness. And really believing that is not part of them and doing what they can to change it by just telling people over and over and over about it. It's always going to be there, and it's going to keep getting worse. And so you really want to watch what it is you're focused on and what it is you're talking about. Or maybe we choose to fight against the problem. Okay. But this also leads in the wrong direction, because whatever we fight against, we give energy to, thereby lowering our vibration to match that which we are fighting against. And so you're like, well, you just said to say, I don't receive that. Well, to just say, I don't receive that, and just let it go is one thing. But just to constantly be fighting against it is totally different. Like you're constantly on your own trying to change things, but you're still focused on that one thing. Instead of just saying, I don't receive that, just lay it down and believe for what it is you really want. Quit focusing on it and focus on what it is you do want in your life. If you desire peace, but you're fighting against war, you're actually aligned with war, and you'll vibrate at the level of war. That's like these protesters. They think they're doing good, but when they're so focused like against the war, and they're shouting about it, and they're making signs, and they're commiserating with all the other people, that believe what they believe, they're putting the energy of war out there instead of just focusing on peace and love and putting that vibration out there. So be for something, not against something. If you want peace, be peaceful. If you want love, be loving. Just show love to everybody you come up to. You can do that by just giving somebody a hug or complimenting them. People nowadays, you just don't hear people complimenting other people. And so just to say, oh, I love those shoes, or you look so pretty today, or, I love your haircut. Who did that? That is showing love to somebody. That's raising your frequency and their frequency. They may be having a really bad day, and just having somebody actually acknowledge them can change their frequency. Have you ever considered that an illness, pain, or emotional issue may be the result of an energetic overload? It's no secret that human consciousness and the consciousness of the planet are going through monumental shifts. Many of these shifts are a result of an influx of a higher frequency or higher energy coming into our planet, and especially flowing into each and every one of us. You might say that the evolution of humanity is a transformation of energy, because it truly is. Everything, again, is energy. And so as energy changes, it changes us. This higher vibration energy will ultimately help us to heal many of the issues that we're experiencing in our lives and in the world. But this energy is also responsible for creating other challenges that we may also be facing. Each one of us is an energetic being, and we each have our own vibrational blueprint. And if our individual energy isn't aligned with the new frequencies flowing in, that energetic transition from low to high can be extremely overwhelming to us mentally, emotionally, physically, even spiritually. And as a result, it can create issues in any of those areas. Symptoms of energetic overload, commonly that would include things like anxiety, headaches, body aches, back aches, depression. A lot of people are experiencing panic attacks that have never had anything like that before. Sleep issues, energy surges where you just feel flushed and hot and sweaty, and no, you're not going through menopause. It's an energy surge. So men can be feeling it, children, pets. Our pets are experiencing the same things that we are. Even neurological issues or any acute or chronic illness may be at least partly the result of an energetic overload. And think of it this way. When you put too much energy into an electronic device, like say you are plugging in a 110 volt device into a 220 volt outlet, that device may try to handle the energy, for a second or a moment, or at first. But if it keeps coming, that energy is going to cause damage. It's going to malfunction. It's going to blow up or burn out. It's not the energy's fault. It's not the device's fault. The problem is that they're just incompatible. And so that's what's happening with a lot of the frequencies that are coming in now. They've never been on Earth before, so they're not compatible with us. But there are things that we can do to make ourselves compatible. There are a lot of explanations or theories about this influx of higher frequencies. Why is it coming in now? But regardless where or why this energy originates or why it's coming in now, the bottom line is it is occurring. And it's scientifically proven that it is occurring. And we are all being affected by it. And if your energy field cannot process or integrate the higher frequency energies that are now moving into your being and into your environment, challenges will result. So integrating the higher vibration, in order for your body to easily and effortlessly process this higher vibration energy, really two things have to happen. For one thing, you have to have room for it. your vibration must be compatible with the vibration of the incoming frequencies. So in other words, your body must vibrate at or near the same frequency as the incoming energy. So we used to have time to shed the lower obsolete frequencies that we were carrying so that we could make room for the new higher ones. But now the new higher frequencies are coming in so fast and so often that the obsolete ones just keep building up and building up and building up, and they take up all the space in our energy field. And there's nowhere for the new frequencies to go. So as they try to fit in or try to penetrate your energy body, many issues arise. And this can be anything from headaches, migraines, body aches, feeling like you're having a heart attack, flu-like symptoms, to actual disease. Every part of your body must be free of blocks so that the energy can flow evenly throughout your whole body. And blockages occur when we store issues in our bodies. This includes past hurts, wounds, grief, fear, anger, so many different things. They can be mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual, along with future fears. Any disempowering belief that we hold can result in a block that is stored in our body. So we may not notice this blockage until energy tries to flow into this part of our body and the energy can't pass through or can't gain access. So it's like running into a dam and the flow is blocked. And so where energy becomes blocked or stagnant, pain or disease can build. It'll take up residence there. So stuck energy gets stored until the blockage is released. Pain or any array of issues may result without any physical manifestation of illness or injury. The pain, with or without physical manifestation, is our body's way of telling us there's a blockage that needs to be addressed so that that energy can flow freely again. And these blocks must be released in order for that energy to flow. So when the energy flows, then the body heals. It can do it all on its own once that blockage is gone. And once these frequencies, are removed to make room for the higher ones. So for example, if you're having an emotional issue, say you're having an emotional issue of the heart that has not been released, the issue may cause an energetic blockage. And when a higher vibration energy tries to flow through, it can't. And eventually the energy blockage may manifest into a physical issue. So that's when you may start feeling like short of breath or feeling chest pain or something like that. But, you go to the doctor and they're like, no, everything's fine. But you're like, well, no, it's not fine. I have pain. But addressing the physical issue alone is not enough for healing. The emotional block, the energetic block has to be released. So the body doesn't lie. If you pay attention to your body, you will know exactly where energy is flowing and where it's stuck. Really tune in and pay attention to your body. Just take, 5 minutes to just sit still and start at the top of your head and just check in with each part of your body and just really feel into that area and, what is going on there. The longer energy is stuck in any particular body part, the greater the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual distress you'll find there. The good news is, and there is good news, is that when the energy flows freely through your body, it has the power to heal you and support your ascension to the next level of consciousness, including health and well-being. This is why monthly clearing and activations are so important. And anybody that's been following me, you know that Spirit has led me for the last few years to do a monthly clearing and activation. And it always is to do with the new frequencies that have come in that past month that are affecting people, affecting pets. So when we finally integrate higher energies into the physical body and get results, we get things like greater clarity, increased vibrancy, natural energy, youthfulness, physical health, mental well-being, and the ability to consciously create. We start manifesting when we're clear and resonating at a higher vibration. So think of your body as the temple for the expression of spiritual energy in the physical form. When you honor your temple that houses your spirit, you naturally raise your vibration so that the higher energies can align, and they align you upward to greater and greater versions of who you really are. This is the sacred journey back to wholeness. Because energies have such an effect on us, the first Tuesday of each month is when Spirit has me do the clearing and activation to eliminate obsolete frequencies and activate the new higher frequencies within you. So if you're struggling in any way, you may want to check this out. You can go to my website, Spirit-Led Healing Institute, and just sign up for the free gift, Am I a Healer? And that way you'll start being notified of what exactly is going on, what podcasts are coming up, who the guests are. And that way you can see like who it is you want to listen to. You'll know when these clearing and activations take place, and just a number of things that will help you. There's free gifts sent out at different times. At times, Spirit will lead me to do group healings and everything. So just to stay in touch. But anyways, the show notes will show you that link. But again, it's spiritledhealinginstitute.com. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this answered some of your questions as to what is going on, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, or why, a friend or family member is feeling the way they're feeling, why your pets are feeling the way they're feeling. There's just so much energetically going on. And so I hope that you'll tune in, keep on listening to the shows, get more informed on these kinds of things, and have a blessed day. It was so good meeting with you today. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me on the Awakened Healer podcast. Did you enjoy the show? If yes, please subscribe and give me 5 on a review, that is, on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a review or your comments and let me know what you loved or would love to learn about on future shows. We all need encouragement, including me. Find out more information on my website at spiritledhealinginstitute.com. Be blessed, and remember, if you're good with you and good with God, you're good.